Big mistake.
Hide. Ain't
I
very
didn't say
courageous
you
of you.
One better. Recognize you. Done. Come on. At least try.
Playing games with me, huh?
Nice.
Look at that. You better hide.
Show your face. Come on, I dare you.
Scared him off, huh?
You better run.
What the fuck was that?
Use him. You do yourself pretty well, sister. Come out here so we can gut ya. Well, they tried. I guess you could call that trying.
Bartender and Delancey are 6 feet under. The Silver Shroud claim the hits. Northie, St. John wants you to keep up the recruiting efforts. We need more warm bodies after we deal with the costume. And don't worry, Kate's gathering a bunch of meatheads to take the Shroud out. The boss ain't happy. Now's not a time for failure. He's getting personally involved. He's gonna pay the Shroud's flunky friend a special visit in Goodneighbor. After he's done with that, he'll check in. He'll expect results.
Now it gets fun.
Some very bad people may be coming. It's not safe here. Please, don't come any closer. I don't know you. Just go away.
How you doing?
Oh, it's you. Oh, sugar. I told Kent all that hero stuff was going to get you both killed. Oh, God. Oh, God.
What happened to Kent? Where is he?
They took him. Raiders, nothing but bloodlust in their eyes. We couldn't stop them. When they took him away, they left you a message. Just listen to Kent's radio station. It keeps playing it over and over again.
Yes?
If you want to see your friend alive, Shroud, meet me at Milton General Hospital.
Don't do it, Shroud. It's a trap. Save yourself. Ah! Ah! Oh my God! Do it, Shroud! Do it! On my knee. Ah!
Tick-tock, Shroud. Don't keep me waiting. We got business that needs finishing.
This is just the waiting room? Guess there was real money in the suffering of others. Something's coming. Ready up.
Fuck you, you're dead.
This is just the waiting room? Guess there was real money in the suffering of others. Come out here. Why not let them
I'm dead already.
lucky you?
Dirty and disreputable, I should want. Dirty and disreputable, I should wonder.
Nothing. Just as sure as it looks
Shit! Lost him!
Going up. Ground floor. Ground floor. Going up.
Die. It'll all be
Basement.
over soon. Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me.
No sign of him now.
Oh, back to the usual daily tedium. Beastly nuisance. Glad that's done with.
Law-abiding citizens, please leave the area. Initiating search for hostile target.
Going down. Basement. Basement. Going down.
What was that?
Second floor.
Law enforcement authorities. And submit to authority. Do not attempt to flee. You will be identified and sanctioned.
Appreciate it.
Say it again. Hold, assholes. Anyone turns heel, I'm coming for you and your family. And you, Shroud, you step any closer, and we get to see what's inside Ken's head.
You shield yourself behind an innocent. You are Craven St. John. And you shall fall before me.
Don't talk to me like that. Some of these losers think you're some sort of legend. Like you walk straight out of a comic book. But you and I know, you're human. And you're weak. You came here and for what? Your little sidekick?
I have cut a path through all your thugs. Who can truly say I'm not the Shroud?
Don't listen, man. She's a phony. So what's gonna happen is this. I'm going to kill Kent. Then we're gonna shoot the hell out of you. Nothing's gonna be left but paste. Then, I'm going to Good Neighbor and kill every last worthless bastard there and burn the whole thing down. No one screws with St. John.
I am the instrument of justice, and I cannot fall. Death has come for you, evildoer, and I am its Shroud!
Stop talking like that!
It is the Shroud, it really is! Screw this!
Cowards! Cowards!
Kent.
I've never been so happy to see anyone in my entire life.
Are you alright?
My leg is killing me. But it could have been so much worse. I just give up. On all of it. Crime fighting just isn't what I thought it'd be.
Really? After all this, you're just giving up?
I knew it was bad out there. But this... I don't even think the Silver Shroud himself could fix this disaster area.
If you just quit, then the bad guys have already won.
You're right. But I'm tired. I just want to go home. I'm going back to Good Neighbor. Really, thanks for saving me. But I'm just done.
Hey there.
I never wanted to work for St. John.
Hope you're not looking for something specific in here.
Heads up.
Shoot.
Hancock.
To think I ever doubted you.
Oh yeah? What kind of doubts?
You kidding me? You look like you'd fallen out of the vault that day. I thought I'd see you picking your teeth out of the gutter by sunup. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened to Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough. Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to drag folks they call neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
You and McDonough knew each other as kids?
Oh yeah. Guy's my brother. Grew up together in a little shack on the waterfront. Guy was the standard big brother. Entitled, punchy, liked to shove rotten potatoes down my shirt and slap my back. But I never thought he'd be capable of something like what they did to those ghouls.
How could they do something like that?
There'd always been a pretty big gulf between the folks living in the stands and folks down on the field. McDonough ran on it because he thought enough of those upper stands assholes would vote for him. Guess he was right. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Instead, I pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't recognize him?
I don't know. Just didn't seem like the guy I grew up with. When I'd first heard the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth, thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. But now, I don't know. I don't think I buy it. I've seen him since then, and there's no way they copied him that perfectly. Even got his tight-ass walk. But at the time, I just needed to get the hell away from him. Him and that whole damn city.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave, but I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple of the families, lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were, who couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Or I did. Until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is, and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
I feel exactly the same, Hancock. It's been a hell of a ride thus far.
Then here's to a long road, with plenty of ammo. Well, thanks for hearing me out. You probably weren't looking for a history lesson, were ya? You wanna hit the road?
Heads up.
What do you need?
Job's done. St. John's dead.
So down goes the big bad St. John. We get to walk that tightrope of freedom one more day. Take this for the effort.
You have any other work?
You've done plenty of work already, pal. Ah, Kent, my man. Why the long face? You got what you wanted.
I was tortured. Almost died. It's not like the radio plays at all.
Hey, who hasn't been tortured from time to time? The price of throwing down with the man is always a few scars. Pick yourself up. Good Neighbor's just a bit safer thanks to the two of you.
With all we've accomplished, would you have done anything different, Kent?
No. Well, maybe I would have locked the door. I'm gonna need some time to heal, you know? But then I got a special project in mind, just for you. I'll fire up my radio station if I make any progress.
This ain't good. Shit.
going up.